die crying out, Sandokan. Their indifference to death is absolutely remarkable.
No, fanaticism must be the answer, I expect.
Of fanaticism we must stamp out. And it's bound to be difficult. Remember, to destroy it, strike at the man who inspires it. It seems quite clear. These islands haven't a chance at any order or peace until we capture Sandokan and send him to the firing squad.
Sir Hillock, does that mean you're planning to attack him then?
No. Mount Pranam's too well fortified. There is a much surer method that will draw Sandokan from his island. I issued an order addressed to the people announcing that the Sultan of Mulakher is to be hanged at Salawan.
But loving the old Sultan the way they do it might start a revolution.
Then we'll stop it. Think how it will affect Sandokan. His father's life must mean something to him. And assuming that's true, my feeling is he's bound to turn up his single purpose to rescue the Sultan. And that means this time we'll know what his plans are. But you see, the trap's right, the main thing being to surprise him. Gentlemen, let us drink a toast. Her Majesty Queen Victoria, may she reign long.
Battle signal. Time to go.
Very well, Sandokan.
Sambilyong, Kalata, Pirangu, Talatorium. Go with Yanis. Yukio, cast off. Try to be inconspicuous. Each night after dark, come back here and drop anchor. If we're not back by the 6th dawn, then go back to Montpralim. Tell them Sandokan is dead. Batan, we'll go now. Come, Sabao. Come with me.
Everything in order.
Wearing these clothes any longer. The smell of fish about them is terribly strong.
Too bad. You look like a real Dayako.
I admire the Dayakis, but I'm opposed to masquerade.
The only way of escaping the British guns.
I'm sure. I know you're right, but if I must die, I prefer to be dressed in my own clothes.
Let us go. Well, we'll soon see if they work.
They better work. I did all I could to keep them dry.
Captain Yanis, may I make some tea?
Hirangu, have you learned to make tea?
Captain Yanis taught me how. He says I make very good tea.
All I said was you're learning how.
You don't have time for tea now. It's 30 miles to Hilak's house, so we had better start. Tanadorium, you scout the trail. Sambilyong, you cover the rear.
Don't shoot! It's me!
What is it, Savignon?
I watched from right in front of the house. It isn't going to be very easy.
Why not?
The house is much too well fortified for a private residence. Many sepoys, heavily armed. I think they're expecting us.
Have a drink and get some rest. It may not be as serious as it seems.
Well, it could just be a coincidence.
Do you believe in coincidence? The house never uses a guard. Why should it now be guarded by sepoys? I trust my men, but I don't underestimate the power gold has to bribe them. The important question is this. If there's a traitor, is he among us, or is he back in Montprane?
In either case, we ought to cancel the attack.
No. We must capture Hillock. It's his life against my father's.
Sandokan! Sandokan! A man on horseback traveling this way. He's alone.
Could be a British soldier.
I want him alive.
I'll go, Sandokan.
No, Tanadurian.
What do you want?
It depends on you. Not much if you cooperate. A lot if you're stubborn.
I am an officer to Her Majesty the Queen.
In Tapua, there is no queen.
Who says everything, you filthy renegade?
Aye, Sandokan. Who are you?
Lieutenant Appleton, 16th Lancers.
The 16th Lancers is stationed in Sarawan.
Is that true?
Yes.
Look, a message for Hillock.
That's right. These are Appleton's credentials. These credentials permit a verbal report of information too important to put in writing.
Why were you going to Hillock? Tie him up and let him hang upside down.
Let me go! Let me go! You filthy scum! Let me go! Cowards!
What news do you have for Hillock? Pull him up a little higher.
Dog, put me down.
Down. All right. Well?
Somebody informed us that any day now you were planning to make a surprise attack against Lord Hillock. I had to warn him, that's all.
You think it's amusing?
Sorry, but all the precautions we took while at Sarawan, they knew of this expedition all along. Hillock knows you?
No.
And his officers?
I've never been to the residence at Victoria.
Undress him and give me his uniform. If he's my size, it'll be a good fit. Lord Hillock's sure to be fooled. He'll receive me with all honors.
I can't let you do it. It's dangerous. Don't forget, Hillock is clever. The man trusts no one.
Yes, but consider the news I'll bring. He won't suspect me at all.
What if it doesn't work?
I'm certain with the help of these credentials, I'll get him to disband the guard. Saint-Million! Excuse me, Lieutenant. I'm sorry to be leaving you in such terrible condition. I'll be seeing you.
Good luck.
Her Majesty's service. Please escort me to Lord Hillock right away.
Yes, Lieutenant. Lord Hillock.
Lieutenant Appleton, 16th Lancers.
Please be seated.
I come from Sandokan. I bring you greetings from Lord Broad. Here are all my credentials, sir.
I'd like to present Lieutenant Ross and Lieutenant Tolby. Will you kindly offer Lieutenant Appleton something to drink?
With pleasure. What do you prefer, Lieutenant? Gin or whiskey?
Whiskey, thank you.
Appleton. Appleton. Ever study at Eton?
No. Excellent whiskey. Excellent.
I had a friend of mine at school named Appleton.
Oh, the name's quite common in England.
But the strange thing is that my friend also enlisted with the Colonials.
Ah, was he about my height and quite blonde?
Oh, he has brown hair and a somewhat smaller build, with a long scar on his neck.
Ah, my cousin, yes. The Appletons of your county.
Well, Appleton, the message you're to give me.
Lord Braun's message is that you are safe now from attack by the rebels of Montpranim. Sandokan has been killed.
Oh? Are you sure of it?
Sure of it. I actually saw the corpse in Sarawak.
Tell me.
Sandokan had planned to help his father, determined to liberate him. He thought he would surprise us, but we surprised him instead. Astonishingly simple, you know. The minute we killed Sandokan, the pirates surrendered.
Truly. This is a memorable day. Now the awful nightmare's over. Lord Braun should pay his informer very well indeed. Tolby, it will no longer be necessary to keep the sepoys alerted. You may take them back to Fort Victoria.
But, Excellency, it's not the moment.
Why not? Come now, Tolby. You mustn't be selfish. They have a right to celebrate, too. Or do you think that maybe it'd be better to keep them here to defend me against the mosquitoes? Now, as for you, Appleton, I do hope that you'll join me later. At supper, we can talk a bit more. I want a detailed report on Sandokan.
I would be delighted, Lord Hillock.
Ross, accompany Lieutenant Appleton to guest quarters, please. Till supper.
I hope to see you at supper tonight with Lord Hillock.
I'm afraid I can't make it. Fort Victoria is 6 miles away. Besides, you're the important guest.
Oh, no. Only a messenger.
Unexpected. I'm curious. Only once each week, a boat comes from Sarawak. But you weren't on that.
A sailboat requisitioned by headquarters. I came via Port Kindu.
I see. That would explain it. Goodbye.
Goodbye, Lieutenant Tolby.
Please, Lieutenant. You've
Thank
time
you.
before supper in which to rest.
Out! Oh, sorry, Lieutenant.
You must keep alert, I understand. You're the only guard?
No, sir, we are fine.
Right. Continue to keep alert.
Yes, sir.
What's your name?
Ratana, sir.
Very good, Ratana. Open up.
Yes, sir.
I won't be long.
Yes, sir.
See if there is any sign of Yanis. Well, how did it go?
Couldn't have gone better. Oh, I acted the perfect English gentleman graduate of Eton.
And you convinced Hillock?
Yes, the way is open. The Savoys all returned to the fort to celebrate your memory. I told a story of having seen you dead in Sarawan. I hope you don't mind that.
Good idea. Dead man's return will really impress them.
I think we'd better move quickly. They've got no more than 20 soldiers, only I can't have Lieutenant Tolby reflecting on how I made the trip to Victoria.
Who is Tolby?
Some lieutenant, curious about me, seemed very outspoken for an Englishman. In actual fact, the only one who suspected there was something wrong with my story. Didn't want the Sepoys to go back to Fort Victoria.
He's got time to get more suspicious.
I'd better return these and present my excuses to the lieutenant. Where is Appleton?
Over there, tied to the tree. Giro Batol. Untie the prisoner and bring him here.
Right away.
You hear anything about the traitor?
Yes, but no name, naturally. I now feel sure he's one of the men back in Montprane.
Sandokan, hurry!
He was alive, I know. Just a minute ago, when Yanis arrived.
Whose dagger is
Mine,
this?
it was with the clothes left behind me. But only I have an alibi.
The traitor's not back in Montprane. He's here.
Why should he murder Appleton?
Evidently, Appleton knew who he was, so he was killed. There's someone among us listening to me right now. I advise him to leave if he doesn't want to be caught. Sooner or later, I'll know who that person is, and he'll be shown no mercy. So let him be careful. Let him consider this a warning. But when I have found him, there will be no escape. Now on with the march. And remember, Hillock is the man who's responsible for enslaving your men, burning your homes, and killing your women.
Open up, Ratana. It's Appleton.
Right away, sir.
Coast is clear.
Ready to go now. Everything is ready. Good. Go ahead.
on!
He's escaped. We'll have the whole garrison in a few minutes.
Irango and Sabao.
Let go! Let go of me!
Sandokan.
Who are you?
If you want to know, tell him to take his dirty hands off me.
Don't worry. You won't get hurt. We didn't know there was a woman here.
And what difference would that have made to you? Would you have cancelled your attack then?
We mustn't waste time, Sandokan.
Sandokan. Yes, of course, Sandokan of Montpranum. Oh, how stupid not to guess. This massacre was very much in keeping with your reputation.
Now that you know my name, tell me yours.
Marianne Hillock. May I ask if you've hurt my uncle, if you tell me?
Your uncle escaped in a hurry. He didn't worry about you.
He'll have escaped, but we have the dove. And so because his pretty niece is ours, he'll have to come to us.
Oh, that's clever. The kidnapping of women wouldn't offend your morals, assuming you have any at all.
I suppose you prefer your uncle's sort of morals. Cruelty, treachery, oppression. Ours are simple. We have lost our freedom, and that is not right. If it means we must take you with us to win it back, we will.
Are we going far from here?
To no one's at all.
No!
Get in there.
Who are you?
Li Rang is her name. She's my maid.
Tell your master his niece is our hostage. And she won't be harmed as long as my father's alive. Patan, lock this woman up somewhere. Give your word that you won't attempt to escape.
I give you my word that I'll do all in my power to see you hang.
Sambilyon, take charge of Miss Hillock. Don't let her escape. And see that she's comfortable.
Your efforts will fail completely. This is a hopeless cause. There are 2 sepoy regiments in Taipois, and don't forget my uncle's The really terrible thing is to see an Englishman among these pirates.
No, not English, Miss Hillock. Portuguese.
You're still a renegade.
Miss Hillock, don't make my task any more difficult than it is. Take Patan and Paranoa. I want you to go on back. See whether or not we're being pursued. Try to catch up with us by sunset.
Yes, Sandokan.
You seem very worried. Yet things couldn't be going any better.
The thing that worries me is the silence. Is it possible Hillock didn't follow us?
I would say he's afraid of attacking us here. I feel he'll come to terms with us.
I would say you're an optimist. We mustn't underestimate Hillock.
I can't go on.
How far do you think we marched?
Only about 10 miles. She's been holding us back.
I'll stop for an hour and let her rest.
Oh, I'm sorry. We have to go on. You take the first watch.
All right.
Captain Yanis, shall I prepare tea?
Yangu, can you make tea without a fire?
No.
All right, then, no tea.
Thank you.
I don't want your thanks. Your life's as important to me as that of my father.
Go and drink. You want? You all right?
He came from behind. He just crept up on us.
You'll explain later.
It was the traitor. It must have been.
Now there's someone who knows him. There's no use tying you up. I'm sure you realize that you can't get out of the jungle.
Miss Hillock, who freed you, please?
Why should I reveal his name?
There is no point in shielding a traitor. Who was it?
I never saw who it was. Remember, it's dark.
I'm certain you had some idea of how he was dressed.
Well, somebody wearing boots.
How clever, Miss Hillock.
Do you think I'm lying?
Not at all. If Yanis is the man who freed you, I'll leave you with him. So you can make up a few more plans of escape.
But how can you betray your own people like this?
Oh, a few unsettled accounts with justice, that's how.
All right, help me to escape. And I'm sure my uncle will be of great help to you.
Your proposition, Miss Hillock, appeals to me very much. But I hate work, and I'm not rich.
Tell me your price for helping me out, then. I know my uncle will be very glad to pay you.
I believe you're convinced that the reasons for which we became pirates are the wrong ones. I know what you think of us. The fact is, most of us had to take up pirating simply in the protection of our ideals.
I can imagine a pirate's ideal.
Lord Braun has confiscated the land and chased away its owners, he and your uncle. They took Sandokan's mother, killed her and all his brothers, don't forget. A whole people entirely under subjection, living under foreign guns and soldiers. So now tell me, just who were the pirates? Birangu, you devil, you. Hurry up!
Dead a day, approximately.
It can't be Hillock's men. Maybe a hunter. What do you think?
Strange. There seem to be 1,000 invisible eyes continually trained upon us.
Sandokan. You'll never reach Montpranum.
What makes you think that?
Every soldier from Tapua is hunting you. But beside that, suppose you reach the coast. There'll be British ships all around.
They won't know where we embark.
Have you forgotten? The traitor may inform.
Of course not, Miss Hillock.
Now, if you deal with my uncle, I'll get him to release your father. He'll be agreeable, I'm certain.
You're his niece, but you don't know him very well. He's not trustworthy, and he's a terribly cruel person.
He's a soldier. He's obliged to follow orders.
Whose orders did he follow when the people were killed?
You've such foolish pride and a monstrous ego. I hoped that perhaps I could have turned to you without hate. Well, I admit it was stupid. You'll never succeed. And if these men die, it will be your fault.
Smell that air, Miss Hillock. We're nearing the ocean.
We've returned, hey, where are you?
Wait, come back! Come back, it's an ambush!
Dukio, where are you?
Don't shoot! It's me, Miss Hillock!
Have you gone back?
Sandokan!
Sandokan, you can't escape. It's too late. Let go of my niece immediately. Sandokan, surrender. I promise your life will be spared.
Ammunition's about run out of your plan.
Let me go. Listen to my uncle.
We'd be massacred. If you're with us, there may be some chance at least.
What hope is there? You know some of their bullets could hit her as well. They're trying to surround us. We must get out of here. Giannis, cover me.
What do you intend?
To get out of range.
Think they'd fire at her?
I'll cover her. Champion, Giannis! Come on, both of you! Giannis! Hirubatol, Fatan, Champion, return their fire and try to catch up with us, all right? Come on. The bullet's lodged inside.
Go on. Best get it over.
Give me the dagger. Hold him. Some arak. Bandage.
How terrible to waste so much arak.
You'd better save your strength. You'll need it.
Well, that feels a lot better now. Must say I missed my cup of tea.
Sandokan!
Exhale. They didn't even try to follow us into the jungle.
Somebody told Hilak of our embarkation plans. He's blocked our escape to Mampranim. We must try another way.
Do you think you could try to walk?
Oh, yes. Though I think maybe my feet need to be convinced.
Tanadurium. You're from Tapua.
Yes, Sandokan.
Look, here is the island of Tapua. The British will look for us in this area. We'll cut across the island, and when we reach the sea, we'll build a boat and set sail for Mampranim. Can you guide us across the island?
There are the great swamps and the headhunter.
You're our leader, but it is also my right to tell you what my thoughts are. Because I've taken risks for you before now. Now it's different. To cross the swamps, it would take something like a miracle. Because nobody has ever yet gotten through.
Go on, Sabillo.
The girl can't make it, she'll be killed. And you will be killed. Sandokan, listen, let me go ahead. If I can sidetrack your pursuers for just a little time, then you will be able to reach the sea and...
You're very lucky. That's one of the most poisonous snakes in the jungle.
We have more than 100 miles to march. Think you can make it?
Well, you see, Sandokan, the way things stand, I feel that now I'm almost on your side. There are only 7 of you to 2 sepoy companies, and I wonder how everything will turn out. I promise you. I promise I shan't be an obstacle to you anymore.
Look at that.
They're running away. There's a monsoon coming up.
Are they dangerous?
I prefer the fury of animals to the rifles of the sepoys. Let's go on. Mustn't make any noise, because they might charge. Let's try to reach the jungle. Hurry. Marianne, get up, quickly. Let's go on. Hurry.
I know you have to save your hostage. But anyway, thank you for helping me.
Perhaps a few hours.
And I came here, hoping I might escape the humidity in London.
When the rain stops, we'll build a fire and try to get dry.
I must say I sympathize with Giannis now. I miss my cup of tea.
So then, are you sure that pirate had no other information? There was no other point mentioned then from which they might sail?
No, he was in a great hurry and afraid of being discovered by his companions.
It's simply amazing. 2 companies of sepoys, the best officers in charge, and they're stopped by just a few outlaws.
With your permission, may I, together with my men, go into the jungle?
No, the island's too big. It's unexplored. Sandokan's able to count on the help of the Dayakis.
But we must force him out. He could go on hiding for months, sir. And in that time, who can tell what might happen to your niece?
I must remind you that my niece is not the issue. Sandokan's terribly important to me.
The coasts all have proper guards on them. He won't be able to escape. Be assured of that, sir.
To make certain, I want the people kept from any chance of giving Sandokan their cooperation. I mean to end all forms of complicity. Yes. Just burn all boats belonging to the Dayakis. Make up a law that won't let them fish along the coast. We'll put it into effect immediately. And if that's not enough, I'll destroy their villages. I won't stop it spreading terror. And I know that Lord Braun will approve this course of action. Gentlemen, you see, we're not in England. And things that at home would be considered dishonorable, surely, are here no more than the evils of war. That understood?
Firangu has a very expert hand. Shouldn't be a pirate. His vocation actually is cooking. You know, Marianne, the pirates all think you're wonderful. They'd be pleased to see you queen of Montpranim.
Some career it'd be for a girl educated in a London college. But Sandokan, isn't he married?
Sandokan married?
Well, why not? He's a man and men marry, don't they?
Indeed, yes, but Sandokan hasn't.
And you? Are you married?
I was. I was married to one of Sandokan's sisters, a really marvelous woman. And she was killed at the hands of your uncle's soldiers. Just before our baby was due.
How sorry I am.
No, there is no point to feeling pity. If rather you could find a way to understand when you see all this hatred and vengeance, that it's only because they're oppressed they feel as they do. Remember, the fault is ours, the Europeans who massacred them. Talk about our civilization.
It's you! I saw you! So!
What's going on?
He's the one, I found out.
What do you mean?
Only I saw him sneak off. Nobody else noticed. So I just followed. I found him cutting notches into the trees to mark our trail, so I know he's the traitor.
No! Somebody young is lying. I went to cut some wood. I thought we would need it for the fire. It's true, I swear it. I wouldn't betray you. Why? The British killed my wife and children. I fought by your side. Wait. You saw the man who untied you. You know who the traitor is. So please, tell him it wasn't I.
But really, Giro Beccol, I'm sorry, but I don't know who freed me.
Let me kill him.
Let us take revenge, for he's murdered our men.
Yes, let us
Listen to me. I insist on discipline among you. I will decide if anyone is guilty or innocent. As for Giro Batol, he is innocent. He's not the traitor. In 2 days, we'll be out of this hell.
Don't worry about me. This adventure won't hurt me.
Sandokan!
You are ill?
No, let's keep moving. I say better the fever than the noose Hillock has waiting for us.
It can't possibly go on. Let's stop here.
No, let's keep moving, please.
Taladorium, lead us to dry ground. We'll camp here. The wound is infected from the foul water of the swamp.
What can be done for it?
Quiet, rest, hot water, and medicine. Sambillion, Tanadurium, prepare a stretcher.
I can walk. I'll be all right.
Rest. We're in no hurry. Try and sleep. Much farther, Yanis. Hold on.
Help me, Sandokan!
Giro Batol, what happened?
Stop. Poisoned arrows, and that means they are headhunters. We must get out of here. Follow me. Walk in my footsteps.
Sandokan, I know I'm dying. It wasn't I who betrayed you. Find the traitor. Avenge me.
I shall avenge you, Girovato. Whoever he is, I swear it. Now, do you feel any better?
Much better. Tomorrow I'll be able to walk.
Don't think about tomorrow. Try and sleep.
How many days would it be to reach the coast?
About 6.
But Giannis can't possibly go on in this condition.
I don't understand it. Are you worried about your kidnappers?
Why not? Don't you like it?
Go and get some sleep. You must be tired. I'll watch Yanis.
Yeah. రాజ్యం ప్రారంభించండి. రక్తం కావాలి, దైవానికి రక్తం కావాలి. రక్తం రక్తం రక్తం.
Stop that. What are they going to do with us? I'm not afraid. Tell me, please.
It's a long sacrifice dance, as long as the drum beats were safe. Listen to me, Marianne. I always used to feel that I would die fighting for liberty. Not uselessly, not like this. I'm not afraid for myself. It's your fate that worries me.
Oh, no, please don't. There are no regrets. In the time I've been with you, I've learned that you're fighting for a very just cause. I came to my decision freely.
But that doesn't justify your sacrifice. You're not responsible for what's happened to me. Not in the least.
You made me your prisoner for a very good reason, to save your father by it. But now there's been a change in how you feel about me. Sandokan. I'm still British. I wouldn't want you to forget that.
It's not important anymore.
No, it is. I know that. I want to tell you something, and there may be no other chance. Sandokan, I love you. I love you, Sandokan. Listen to me.
And I love you.
వర్షాన్ని రప్పించండి, పిడుగులను కురిపించండి.
Save yourself. Don't worry about me.
Stop! Do you hear? Stop! Stop it, sacrilege! Listen to me! Are you Sandokan? Sandokan Amon Pranam?
What do you want of Sandokan?
I'm Tuangulong, chief of the Dayakis, and I'm vassal to the Sultan of Mulakir. I owed allegiance to your father before the arrival of the English invaders. 2 days ago, I heard of your landing, and I've been searching all over the jungle in every village, and now I found you, at last. These people have dared to attack you, and they will be punished accordingly.
Tuangulong, friend doesn't kneel to friend.
afraid white men may die. Yes, afraid white men may die.
The gangrene is spreading. He needs a doctor.
Sandokan, you must forbid it. It's nothing but mildew. He may die if you let her put it on.
Let her do it. It may be his only chance.
Witch doctoring.
Tomorrow, white man well.
Sandokan, the nightmare's over now. There'll be no more obstacles to stop your reaching the coast.
You can't come with us. When we reach the sea, I'm going to have Tuang Olong escort you back to Fort Victoria.
It wouldn't be fair. You know that there wouldn't be the slightest hope for your father if I went back.
I'd use my enemy as a hostage, but you're not my enemy.
If you don't want me as a hostage, you still might take me with you for another reason. You know I love you.
All the more reason for having to part.
Well, but why? Yesterday you told me you loved me.
Yesterday I was able to say it. Now I can't. If I took you with me, I'd have to ask you to hate your people. And all I could offer is a life of terrible danger.
Your love would be enough.
But for how long? No, Marianne. You would regret it. You must go back to Fort Victoria.
Sandokan.
Sandokan, is it you? Are you there?
Yes. But you must try to sleep.
I've never felt any better. Well, Marianne, are you all right? The Dayakis can express every emotion when they're done. Terribly good to feel alive.
The devil just didn't want you.
He thought I was too dangerous a type to have in hell.
They really have to share the same opinion.
It's hard to believe an infection could be cured with mildew.
Well now, Marianne, I know of many medicine men who would be able to give some lessons to our doctors at home. You'll see their wonders when we get back to Montpranim, if you let me show you. Could I offer you a little tea? Pirangu, the tea is ready. Then bring it to us.
Come in, Captain Yanis.
What the devil, Pirangu? Just what have you used for this?
I used the tea you gave me, Captain Yanis.
Let's have a look. Seems to have gone moldy. Sorry, it was the water in the swamp, no doubt.
Now, don't throw it out. It can be used now as medicine.
That's a point.
We will be leaving tomorrow morning.
We'll escort you.
No, the British will find us unless we travel alone. But you go on to Montpranim and get us a boat. We must travel slowly because we have the white woman to take back with us.
As you command, Sandokan.
Tomorrow we'll go on with our march if you feel well.
Again the jungle, again the English. I'm sorry. Why not stay right here? Look at the place. See all this hospitality. Very well, I'm mistaken then about the hospitality. Oh, I get the point. Never mind, never mind. I'm going to leave tomorrow.
Company! Right! Face! Left! Face! Forward! March! Company! Halt!
Should news of this situation reach Sandokan, let me tell you it might even cost me a promotion. You must remember, gentlemen, that Lord Braun rules this island independently, with complete power over every one of us.
Allow me, sir. Your orders have all been carried out, but it's a question of time. Sandokan couldn't possibly escape.
According to our calculations, by this time, the pirates ought to be somewhere near the eastern coast.
Explain your calculations, Tolby.
Here in the middle is the great swamp area. To try and go across it would be too stupid to be attempted by Sandokan. Further north is the most insidious part of the jungle. The area is inhabited by wild tribes of headhunters. I don't think that Sandokan could have gone in that direction.
Sir, in plain fact, it would have been suicide.
So it stands to reason that in his attempt to reach the sea, he must have made a detour in the direction of the southwest, approximately in the vicinity of Port Sardal.
I would say that's an underestimation of that pirate.
It's impossible for him to sail away from the island, because all the fishing boats have been put under our control.
Your Excellency! This man was caught in one of the coastal villages and arrested. He was trying to get hold of a boat. Our soldiers cut off his escape.
Why did you try to buy a boat? Are you a follower of Sandokan? Speak up. Speak up! Speak, you scum! Confess! You're under orders from that pirate, aren't you?
Please, sir. He may not know our language.
I don't know. It's always the same here. At convenient times, they understand, other times not.
To make them understand, there's only one method. The one method that gets them to talk. You must know what I'm driving at, of course.
A wonderful thought, Tolby.
Hey, Medana Patacondi, Kindina, Mandandi.
If you tell us where to find Sandokan, I'll spare your life. Otherwise, you're through. You don't object to being killed? Oh, but I think you're going to change your mind when you see the preparations that we are making. Look! Speak or you'll be sewn up into that skin and be thrown into the river. Your soul won't be able to escape, and so you'll be damned. Hear me? Now then. Well, you made the choice. Take him away.
No, don't, please. I beg you, please. Promise to talk. I promise to tell you everything.
Have we made it, do you think?
I don't know. We just have to keep going.
What's the matter? Why are you so hard on yourself?
What are you talking about?
The other night I dreamt that Montpranem was about to get a queen.
A stupid sort of dream that was.
Dreams can come true, you know, and often they do.
Someone's coming. Could be the English.
Take cover.
They're Dayakis.
Sandokan, Tuang Olong says there's a boat in the harbor of Daturajon.
Good. Thank you, my friend. We must get there in time to sail with the tide.
Well, Marianne, do you think we'll ever reach Montpranem?
I may never get there.
Look, you're a very big nuisance. You are, you know. Don't try to follow me, you pest. I don't want you. Tapo is now becoming dangerous. What are they saying?
Death.
Who's dead?
When the drums sound that way, they say the Dayaki's mourn some terrible loss.
Do we have very much further to go?
We should be there in about an hour. Looks deserted.
Strange. Could it be another trick of Hillock's?
There could be 100 sepoys or more in there.
What shall we do?
Let's go ahead. I'll lead the way. What is it going along?
Once again, the cloak of tragedy has fallen over your family. Your father is dead.
Did they kill him? Tell me, Tuan.
No, he died while in prison. The Sultan of Mulekere is dead, so you have to lead us. And the task of winning us our freedom is yours.
You did your best. Even more than seemed humanly possible.
It was useless, the hopes I had of saving him. The boat ready to go to Mompranim?
Tonight.
Escort the white woman to Fort Victoria.
No, please, Sandokan.
The British! There are British soldiers!
They've got us surrounded, but there's no getting out this time.
Patan! Patan!
No use calling him.
He's mad. Where's he going? Patan, don't go on. Turn back!
Wait! Don't shoot! It's me! Your
No, they'll kill you!
Patan! Don't shoot!
Then he was the traitor.
Yes.
Sandokan, look, someone's coming.
Don't shoot. What do you want?
Lord Hillock wishes to speak with Sandokan.
Tell him that unarmed, I'll meet him halfway.
They'll deal with Hillock. If we surrender, he'll hang us all.
Not if I speak to him. He'll have to listen to me. Don't you trust me?
It's Hillock who can't be trusted.
Has my niece been harmed? Where is she?
Right over there. She's safe with us. She hasn't been molested.
I want her.
That depends on your conditions, Lord Hillock.
You dare demand conditions.
You're the one who asked for this meeting.
I'll spare your life, but arrange your deportation to Australia.
Does that include my men?
Just who?
Yanis de Gomera, my brother-in-law. And the men, Pirangu and Samilyon.
I agree to it.
One more request. No reprisals for the villagers.
Agreed. You must come out in an hour's time and be sure that you're unarmed.
Tanadurium, hide among the Dayakis. As soon as they come to take us away, you'll go to Mompranim. Call the men together. Inform Tuangolong. And try, if you can, to keep us from being deported to Australia.
Sandokan, you can depend on me.
Now let us see what English prisons are like. Aren't their guest rooms wonderfully constructed?
It's on account of Patan's betrayal that they've captured us.
Patan's not responsible for betraying us. The first time, yes.
You knew about Patan. When exactly did you find out about him?
It wasn't very hard to figure. The British couldn't have known that we'd be at the Bay of Cut, yet they were there, armed and waiting for us when we got there.
Well, go on.
None of them knows how to write, so the traitor must have left a message by word.
How? No one survived our attack on the residency.
You forget about Marianne's Malayan servant girl.
Ah, Patan. Of course your instructions were to lock her in a room. Patan took care of it. Now I begin to see.
He told her about the bay, and he rushed there to stop us.
Then, of course, he's the one who killed Appleton.
That's right. Patan was afraid Appleton might recognize him and volunteered to capture him, but I chose Taradurium. So at the right moment, when no one was there, he killed him.
And what on earth made you keep him with us so long?
I had no proof, and the British were on our trail.
The jailer.
You wish, Sahib?
Bring us something to eat and drink, or I'll be dead of famine. Just a minute. Do you have tea on hand?
No, Sahib.
Well, I might have known. Maybe in hell the devil's got a supply of tea. It's the only possible help that may remain to me.
Such a terrible experience. Tell us. It's incredible that you escaped untouched by that band of savages. I'm sure it must have been very bad.
No, I'm sorry to be disappointing, but it was absolutely superb.
But tell me, Miss Hillock, what's he like, this famous Sandokan? Oh, he's a monstrous ogre.
You won't believe me, Mrs. Ross, but he eats children.
Oh.
Miss Hillock.
So good to have you back, my dear.
You're invited to the fort tomorrow. There'll be a ceremony for the execution of Sandokan and his followers.
But that couldn't be, Ptolemy. My uncle guaranteed their lives. Sandokan is going to be sent to Australia.
I can assure you he's going to be hanged. The court-martial convened today. Sandokan was condemned to death by hanging.
They're going to? I mean, that would be honorable. I would order him tied to the muzzle of a cannon. At the time the Sepoys revolted, it was customary.
A magnificent soldier. Yes, I recall the time we occupied the Sultanate of Mulukia. And at that time, he killed the mother of Sandokan. You should have seen her. She began to bite and...
Please excuse me.
1, 2, 3.
What are you doing?
Counting up the gallows.
Our friend Hillock doesn't waste much time.
I think he's given the carpenter a big bonus. Never before now have I seen anyone work as fast as that. Ah, well, so it's you again. Glad to see you're still faithful, eh? In bad times as well as good, eh? What's the matter? I think she's angry with me.
I should think she would be. The poor animal has every reason. You haven't been very kind to her.
It's true, I haven't been very nice. But that's because you look a little too much like Hillock. You've forgiven me already? That's good.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Great pleasure.
Good night.
It's the death sentence, Sandokan and Yanis.
Tomorrow at dawn.
But you promised deportation for all the...
It was the only way I could get them to free you.
But you're ignoring the fact. When you arrived in Kampong, they'd released me. Sandokan was going back to Montpranum, and I was to stay in Tapua.
I must do my duty. Unfortunately, he's become a threat to Tepwa. Now he's been sentenced, there's nothing I can do about that.
That court-martial was your doing. Another infamous scheme you thought up.
Is it important? Does it really matter?
It's that I promised I would make you keep your word if he surrendered.
Then I would like to express my thanks to you for helping me out, my dear.
No, don't, please.
Marianne, Sandokan is the leader of a band of pirates, which has terrorized these seas now for many years. He's been a menace to progress. We must now put a stop to it. Now a man who wrecks the residency in the manner he did, and has the temerity to take you prisoner as he did, is a man who has committed crimes that can only be punished by death.
I'll stop it. I'll not let you.
I don't see how. You will go to your apartment and stay there. Those are my orders.
I don't take orders. You're my uncle and not my commander. Sandokan's a good man, noble and brave, I know. And if you murder him, I swear you'll pay for it.
Mitchell.
Yes, sir.
Prepare the escort. I must leave to be at Victoria.
Did you hear?
The change of guard. Be ready.
Guard.
Yes, what is it?
I feel ill. I can't.
How about the monkey, eh?
That's impossible.
Well, let me try. Come here. Come on. Very good. Come. Please come on now. Pick up the keys now. Come on. Pick up the keys. I swear I'll not look at another monkey. Only get those keys for... Fine, fine, fine. Go ahead. Go on. You must give us the keys. I must say she's a clown, all right. Get the keys for us. What word is there for keys in our language? Now, please go ahead. Get the keys for us. Get the keys for us. No, get the keys for us. That's good. That's right. Yeah, that's right. That's it. Fine. Bravo. Thank you. My turn. Hey.
Now let's get the uniforms on.
Who goes there?
It's Miss Hillock. Open up quickly.
Sergeant, it's Miss Hillock.
Open up, quickly now.
Miss Hillock, what are you doing here? If I can be of service.
I wish to speak to the prisoners.
Lord Hillock left strict orders. No one may go near them.
I have special permission.
I'm sorry, Miss Hillock, but I'm afraid I can't.
Lieutenant, do you doubt I've permission?
No, Miss Hillock, but...
Then kindly accompany me to the prison.
We'll go down to the yard. We must try and reach the doors without being seen.
Someone's coming. Watch out.
Here's the cell, Miss Hillock. The prisoners are kept here.
Lieutenant, you will open that door.
Oh, wait. Miss Hillock, what does this mean?
You open that door, or I may have to shoot.
The keys, I don't have any.
Then please order the guard to bring them here.
Sergeant?
Let go!
I'm sorry, I'll have to report this to your uncle. Guards, escort Miss Hillock to the Commandant's office. What?
Sandokan! Sandokan, I came to save you. Please, you must go now, quickly.
But you?
You mustn't worry.
Will you go to Mompranen?
I'd go any place in order to be with you.
So very sorry, but unfortunately we're not yet in Mompranen. And I've a feeling if we don't hurry, we'll never get there.
You're right. Come. To the doors, come on.
There's time yet. Maybe we can make it.
The prisoners have escaped!
Hurry up there.
Open the doors. Open it.
Let's see your pass.
I am Miss Hillock.
I'm sorry. Open it. Sorry.
Close the doors. To the stables. To the tower.
Where have they gone? They're in the tower, sir, with your niece.
Hold out much longer. You haven't any hope. Surrender. Don't be stubborn. Come out with your hands up.
There's no more ammunition.
Sandokan! It's the Diakians! They're attacking the fort!
Tuang along. He remembered us just in time.
Be crazy. What can spears do against cannons?
They'll be massacred. They'll never succeed.
It's impossible. There's nothing we can do. Silence those cannons. Look! There's Toby.
Hurry! Come on!
He's the man who killed my mother. I'm going to take the machine gun. You go to the door with Yanis and try to blow it up.
Sandokan.
Marianne. Hirangu, come stay with Marianne.
Careful now. In here, quickly!
Run for it!
More shells? Finished.
Our men are here. Canadurium! On front end!
Give it to me.
Sandokan.
Sanaduriam, take her to safety. Tirangu, come. Put down your gun and come out. You don't have a chance. No, let him go.
Your mercy's not wanted.
Wirndo, escort this man back to the coast. And get a boat so he can go back to Sarawak.
You let me go then.
There's no time for discussions, Hilak. You'd better go quickly because I don't know how long I can hold off the Dayakis.
Tell me, where's my niece? Marianne.
From now on, I know you'll be happy. Tuangalong will govern Tapua in my name.
Are you leaving us, Sandokan?
Yes, I must go back to Mompranim. The fight's just begun. But I'll leave half my men to stay here and fight on for freedom's sake. You must learn how to defend your freedom, or you'll never be free. Only by taking the responsibility for it does one earn the privilege of liberty.